Wow, I'm never going to miss these amazing events in the sky after learning about this. Are you curious about the important dates for stars and planets in 2025? From powerful planets meeting up to a totally awesome lunar eclipse, we've got all the info about what's happening in the night skies in 2025. Keep watching Between Dimensions and get ready for an amazing year.
Hi, and welcome to Between Dimensions. I'm Monica Gonzalez, an astrologer and spiritual advisor, and happy 2025. 2025 looks to be insane astrologically. We've got everything: oppositions, conjunctions, lunar eclipses, partial solar eclipses. We've got 4 outer planets transiting into new zodiac signs. It's absolutely nuts and wild. And I'm going to tell you exactly when those celestial events are going to happen and how it's going to impact you. But before we get started, let's go ahead and do a quick sound cleansing. Close your eyes, relax, and let the vibrations do their work. So as I was saying, 2025 is going to be insane. So go ahead and grab your calendar. This is my calendar. Or your phone, or pen and paper, or whatever you're going to do to write down these dates, because you're going to want to know them. These dates are going to be important. So I'm going to go ahead and just read off all the dates real fast, right? Just to get them all out there, I'll put them up on the screen. Then we'll go month by month, and I'll do a quick synopsis of what each of these dates will bring, the energy that it's bringing in, and why these dates are important. As we get closer to the dates, I'll then do a video going in depth on the astrological reading of that day. So everything from the celestial positions to the aspects to any grand trines, mystic rectangles that are going on. And so hopefully you can follow up with me. So here are your important dates. I hope you have your pen and paper. Pen and paper. So here we go. January 16th, January 18th, January 19th, January 28th. February 28th, March 13th, March 30th. May 24th, June 9th, July 7th, August 12th, September 7th, September 21st, September 23rd, and November 21st. Did you write them all down? Did you get them? I hope you did. If you didn't, it's okay, because we're going to go month by month. So here we go. Let's talk about the first day, January 16th. Here we go. Here's my January. It's got this cute picture of a doggy. And we are looking at the 16th, Thursday. And on that day, you're going to notice that Mars is going to look super bright in the night sky. And that's because Mars will be opposite the sun. And when a planet is opposite the sun, all of that sunlight gets reflected back onto Earth. And it's just going to look super bright. It just so happens that it's also the same day that Mars is the closest to the Earth in its orbit. So it's going to look huge as well. So expect to see a big, slightly red-tinged planet in the night sky. But what does this mean energetically? Basically, an opposition is a tug of war between the two energies, the two planets that are opposite each other. And in this situation, we got the sun, which is symbolic of the self, and then we have Mars. And Mars is the energy of action, courage, bravery, desire, assertiveness, anger, irritability. So when you have these two energies pulling at each other, you're going to expect maybe to feel a little less active, a little more lethargic, a little uninspired. You may not feel confident in speaking your truth. You may experience possibly some irritability because of this energy. So just a quick note, January 16th, if you're feeling these feelings, it's okay. It's just the planets. No big deal. Okay, and then we have on Saturday, January 18th, Venus conjunct Saturn. Now, a conjunction is exactly the opposite of an opposite. So where we had a tug of war of the two energies, which is when two planets are 180 degrees away from each other, a conjunction is when two planets are basically lined up next to each other. And depending on how you like to read your chart, it could be the two planets are 0 to 3 degrees away from each other, or 0 to 5 degrees. It's all, your preference. I like 0 to 3 degrees as a conjunction. So on January 18th, Venus and Saturn are basically on top of each other. And what that does is energetically it amplifies. It's not a tug of war where the two energies are fighting each other. It's the two energies are amplifying each other. So we have Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure. We're looking at like 5-star hotels and gourmet meals kind of energy, versus Saturn, which is discipline and routine and the mundane and getting stuff done and productivity. So it's a great day to be productive. And if you've done any New Year's Eve resolutions, great day to start those. So if it's like go to the gym, this is going to be a great gym day. It's going to be a great, like if you have a couple of chores you need to get done around the house, it's going to be a great day to do that because it's not going to feel so hard. You're going to feel like good in doing those tasks. Then we have on Sunday, January 19th, Venus opposite the Sun. So again, another opposition. Venus is going to look super bright in the night sky, and now you have the self opposing the goddess of love. So you can expect maybe not feeling so lovey-dovey. So if you have any dates planned for January 19th, cancel them or reschedule them for the next day or something, because it's not going to be the most romantic day. Then finally, the last day in January is January 28th, and we have Pluto and Mercury conjunct. Also with the sun and the moon super close by. So it's like almost, you're going to see the sun, moon, Pluto, and Mercury all like kind of on top of each other. And Pluto is the planet of rebirth, transformation, destruction. And Mercury, the planet of communication, information, intellect. And they're going to now amplify each other because they're a conjunction. So unfortunately, that means like we could be seeing information in the news that is going to surprise us because it's going to be transformative due to this Pluto energy. And right now, with so much going on in the news, it could literally be anything. Maybe we'll get more information on the Diddy trial. Maybe we'll get more information on what's happening with Luigi Mangione and Brian Thompson in the United Health Care CEO murder. Maybe we'll get information on what's happening. It's only a few days after the inauguration, so maybe something politically will happen. So expect to see something probably in the form of communication transformation on January 28th. It could be something even crazier, like massive power outages or massive disruptions in our communication. I hope not, but with these conjunctions, you never know. Now let's move to February. February, we've only got one day to look at, but it's a doozy. So this is my February, and we've got February 28th. It's a Friday, and that day we have all the celestial bodies are going to be in the Northern Hemisphere. And if you watched my basics on astrology, you would know that the Northern Hemisphere is more symbolic of energies that affect the individual and planet planetary transits that are in the Southern Hemisphere are more global energies. So we're having all of the celestial objects in the sky. We should be able to look out on February 28th and see all of the planets at once in the sky. And it's just a lot of energy. So I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to do, what it's going to mean, but it's a lot of energy. And so let's figure it out together, because I mean, I don't know when the last time all these planets were all within the Northern Hemisphere, but just be aware, February 28th, maybe it's a day to just chill at home, because it's just going to be kind of a crazy day. Okay, now let's go into March. The first date we have in March is March 13th, and that's just, I wanted to just include this date because it's a total lunar eclipse day or blood moon. So when you look out into the night sky, the moon might have a red tinge to it because of the lunar eclipse. And it basically acts, this energy acts like a full moon, but stronger. And if you follow lunar cycles, you know that a full moon is a great day for manifestation. It's a new moon is a day for intentions, and then a full moon is a day for reaping those manifestations and then showing gratitude. So great day for any rituals you do that you would normally do on a full moon ritual. Although I've heard, do not make moon water with a lunar eclipse. I think that's chaos water, and you don't want to make that. Okay. Then we have March 30th, and this is the first of our 4 outer planets that are transiting into new signs. We have Neptune enters Aries. It also happens to be surrounded by a partial solar eclipse, and in Vedic astrology, it's considered a yuga shift. So I'm going to go more in depth on that as we get closer to March 30th. But just quickly, with Neptune entering Aries, why is this so important? Well, Neptune has a orbit around the sun of roughly 165 years. So it takes Neptune 13 to 14 years to transit one sign. So it's been in its current sign for 13 to 14 years, and now this year it's moving into the sign of Aries. Just in case for anybody who is deep into astrology, you'll also see that Neptune will also go into retrograde later this year. When it goes into retrograde, it'll re-enter Pisces and then be jumped, and then will eventually, at the beginning of 2026, go back into Aries. So Aries is actually very similar to Mars energy. It's action-oriented, it's bravery, it's desire, it's willfulness. And Neptune, though, is dreamy energy. So we're infusing this Aries Mars energy with a dreaminess state. So it'll be really interesting to see how that impacts the energies globally. And again, I'm going to go way more in depth on that as we get closer to March 30th. Next, we jump to May 24th. So here's my calendar. Cute puppy. Sorry, I love dogs. I hope you guys love dogs too. So May 24th also lands on a Saturday, and this is our second outer planet that is transiting into a new sign, and this is Saturn is entering Aries as well. So we have, it's also creating this Saturn-Neptune conjunction. So the Saturn energy of discipline and rigidity and routine with, again, Neptune, which is this dreamy quality, and it's like psychic abilities are conjuncting. And this conjunction is actually going to last for a real long time. Like the conjunction lasts until next around April 15th of 2026. So this energy is going to be with us for a while, this conjunction. And so you have Saturn and Neptune entering Aries, which is this like warrior energy. But Saturn and Neptune, their own energies are going to come together. So I'm seeing like this action and recall of like possibly psychic abilities. You're going to probably see maybe more people talking about astrology. You're probably going to see more people channeling aliens. You're going to see more people talking about all of these energies that are happening around this time period, around May 24th, because you have the discipline and willfulness of Saturn and Aries and action of Aries combining with the dreamy psychicness of Neptune, which is going to lead to some very crazy conversations, I'm going to guess. I'm hoping that maybe more people will wake up to the ideas of their natural gifts and abilities that we've lost for a long time. You know, recognizing that there's so much more to this world than what we know and what we talk about. You know, this is not a regular three-dimensional world. No, there's so much more to it. Okay. Next we have on June 9th. Look how cute. So on Monday, June 9th, we have Jupiter is entering Cancer. So this is our third outer planet entering a new zodiac sign, at the same time conjuncting Mercury. So Jupiter, and this is great. So if anyone's a Cancer out there, this is great news for you. Jupiter is entering your sign, which is, Jupiter is the planet or energy of abundance, wealth, luck. It's all about the luck. So if you're Cancer, get ready, because you're going to have some lucky stuff happening. And I didn't say this for Saturn, but Saturn takes roughly 30 years to orbit the sun, and it's in each zodiac sign for 2 to 3 years. And then Jupiter takes about 12 years to orbit the sun, and it's within each sign for about a year. So 2025 Cancer is going to be your year. It's your lucky year. Take it, grab it, love it. And it's conjuncting Mercury, which is communication and intellect and information. So this is going to be a great time, like, for communicating, for spreading the word of whatever it is you want to spread. It's going to be talking to friends, family, community, maybe starting a podcast, maybe like just getting your ideas out there and learning so much about, you know, the world and what is going on. And it's not just for Cancers. It's an energy that's going to impact all of us, but it's going to hit Cancer the hardest in a good way, because who doesn't want, everyone wants Jupiter in their sun sign. Okay, almost do this. So next we have July 7th, and we have our final planet, our fourth planet. So July 7th, puppy. Monday, July 7th, Uranus enters Gemini. So this is our fourth outer planet entering a new sign. Uranus has an orbit of 84 years, and it is within each sign for about 7 to 8 years. So maybe this is good news, I hope, for for you guys. But Geminis, expect to see a lot of change. You are going through a huge transit, huge change over the next 7 to 8 years. So take that as you want. I hope you like change. I hope change is good. But again, it's not, this transit isn't just going to impact Geminis, it's going to impact all of us. So expect to see change in Gemini is the sign of, intellect, of intellectual technology, but they're also a little bit like could be a little deceptive. But expect to see a lot of change in the way you perceive the world. Everyone's going to probably see that and feel that. I think we're going to have a mega shift in 2025 of the way we see and think about the world. Okay, August 12th is our next important date. And we have Venus conjunct Jupiter, which is a lovely, lovely energy. I love it so much. I can't wait. So Tuesday, August 12th is going to be a day of love and luck and happiness. So had to include that because it's just great energy. I love when Jupiter conjuncts Venus because it's usually a very auspicious day for all of us. So if you are into playing lottery, play it on August 12th. If you're into, not that I condone gambling, but if you're into gambling, August 12th. Anything that has to do with luck and love, if you're single and still dating, August 12th. Make a date. I know it's a Tuesday, which is a random day, but you know what? I bet you find love. If you do, please let me know. Okay, September 7th, we have another total lunar eclipse, which I'm just including because it's going to look really cool in the sky. And then September 21st, we have Saturn opposite the Sun. So as I mentioned with the other oppositions, Saturn energy is discipline, Sun energy is self. With them doing a tug of war, it's going to be a day where you're not going to feel so productive. So it's going to be a day where you're probably going to feel like you don't really want to do the things you have to do, or maybe you don't want to go to the gym, or maybe you don't want to eat healthy that day, or your routine is going to feel a little off that day. Then September 23rd, Neptune opposite the Sun. That's the energy of dreaminess and psychic abilities and philosophy and understanding the world in different ways, opposing the Sun. So this will be a day where you may feel more like more in the 3D realm, like more grounded to just the realities of life. And it's probably not going to be the most creative day. It's probably not going to be a day where you're just daydreaming about what your future could be like. It's going to be like, okay, with this opposition, let's just hunker down and, stick to reality. And finally, November 21st is our last opposition, and that's when Uranus opposes the Sun. And Uranus is you can't really see it without binoculars, but it will be its brightest in the night sky, and that is the energy of change with the self. So think that day you're going to feel very stuck in where you are, because you're going to not want to necessarily make any big changes. No travel, not embarking on any new adventures. You're not going to want to take on any new opportunities. You're going to just want to keep the course and do what you got to do. Anyways, that's it for our important dates of 2025. That's just a really quick synopsis. Watch out for my next videos where we dive deep into what all of these celestial events mean. And I just knocked over my microphone. And I hope you liked this video. I hope you wrote down all the dates, and I hope to see you soon. Remember, you can always find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or email me at betweendimensions111@gmail.com. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments on these or questions on these celestial events that are going to occur over the next year, let me know. I'd be happy to discuss any of it with you because I find this stuff incredibly fascinating. Remember, we're also going through a solar maximum, so that's going to intensify everything. A lot of energy is being rained onto this earth right now. I feel it. I don't know if you feel it. Let me know if you feel it, because I feel it. And let's get through this next year together. Okay. Bye.